For centuries, the Egyptian pyramids have guarded their secrets. But what if their monumental perfection wasn't just brute force? Imagine a hidden code, a numerical language so precise it guided the construction of the world's most enduring wonders. Today, we uncover the mathematical blueprint behind the pyramids, a system so advanced it could rewrite everything we thought we knew about ancient engineering. The Egyptian pyramids are more than massive stone structures. They are mathematical marvels, encoded with secrets that hint at an advanced understanding of geometry, astronomy, and engineering. This story dives into the hidden code that may have guided their construction, exploring ancient formulas, alignments, and theories that challenge everything we thought we knew about the pharaoh's genius. Chapter 1. The Mystery of Perfection. Standing at the edge of the Giza Plateau, it's impossible not to feel a mix of awe and disbelief. The pyramids of Egypt, silent, colossal, and nearly perfect, have loomed over the desert for over 4,500 years. Their sheer scale is staggering. The Great Pyramid of Khufu, the largest of them all, was originally 481 feet tall, built from over 2.3 million limestone blocks. Each stone weighs on average 2.5 tons, some even more than 15 tons. And yet, these stones fit together with such precision that not even a razor blade could slip between many of the seams. Modern engineers, armed with cranes, lasers, and decades of experience, have attempted to recreate this level of perfection and failed. Even today, replicating the alignment, precision, and sheer size of these monuments is a challenge that stretches the limits of contemporary engineering. The question is inevitable. How did the ancient Egyptians, with only copper tools and simple machines, manage such a feat? But the mystery doesn't end with the scale of the stones. Every angle, every side, every face of the pyramids seems deliberate. The Great Pyramid is aligned almost perfectly to true north. Its sides correspond to the 4 cardinal points with an accuracy of just a fraction of a degree. In a world without compasses or GPS, this level of precision is astounding. Scholars have debated for centuries how the builders achieved such exact orientation. Some suggest they used the stars, others argue the sun's shadow. But no explanation fully accounts for the combination of accuracy, scale, and symmetry. Even the internal chambers seem to hint at deeper knowledge. The so-called King's Chamber, carved from massive granite blocks, is oriented with such care that its walls align with specific stars that had astronomical significance to the Egyptians. Some theories suggest the entire pyramid may have functioned as a celestial observatory or a complex calendar. If true, it means the builders weren't just masons, they were mathematicians, astronomers, and engineers all rolled into one. And then there's the geometry itself. The pyramid's proportions aren't random. They appear to follow a sophisticated understanding of mathematical ratios. The slope, the height, and the base seem interconnected in ways that reflect both practical engineering and a deeper symbolic meaning. Were the pyramids simply tombs for pharaohs, or did they encode knowledge meant to survive the ages? Standing before these monuments, it becomes clear that the pyramids are more than stone and sand. They are a testament to human ingenuity and an enduring puzzle. Every precise cut, every aligned face, every enormous block raises the same questions. How did the ancients accomplish the impossible? What secrets are hidden in plain sight? And could there be a pattern, a hidden code, that explains their perfection? As we begin this journey into the hidden mathematics of the pyramids, we must first recognize the scale of the mystery. The Great Pyramid isn't just a relic of the past. It is a monument to human ambition, a structure that continues to challenge our understanding, and perhaps a puzzle left behind for us to decode. Chapter 2. Numbers and Geometry of the Gods. The pyramids of Egypt don't just impress with their size, they astonish with their precision, symmetry, and seemingly deliberate proportions. For centuries, mathematicians and historians have searched for patterns hidden in the stones, patterns that suggest the builders understood concepts that modern minds still find remarkable. Could it be that the Great Pyramid of Khufu wasn't just a tomb, but a monument built according to a sacred mathematical blueprint? One of the most intriguing ideas revolves around the golden ratio, a mysterious number that appears throughout nature, art, and architecture. The ratio, often approximated as 1.618, has long been considered a symbol of perfect balance. Some researchers argue that the proportions of the Great Pyramid, its height to the base, echo this ratio. If true, it suggests the Egyptians weren't building randomly. They were embedding universal principles of beauty and harmony into stone. Then there's pi, the number that defines the relationship between a circle's circumference and its diameter. Astonishingly, the pyramid's perimeter divided by its height gives a number very close to pi. Whether this was intentional or coincidence remains debated, but the precision is remarkable. Ancient Egyptians may have encoded their understanding of the natural world into the very geometry of the pyramid itself, as if each block carried a fragment of cosmic knowledge. Beyond ratios and constants, the pyramids also reflect astronomical alignments. The Great Pyramid is aligned with remarkable accuracy to the cardinal points, north, south, east, and west. Scholars suggest that certain chambers and shafts were oriented toward specific stars, including those associated with the pharaoh's afterlife journey. These alignments hint at a civilization deeply attuned to the heavens, able to measure angles and distances with an understanding that rivals modern astronomy. All of this points toward an extraordinary possibility, that the pyramids were built not just as tombs, but according to a numerical code, a system that guided every stone, every angle, every measurement. Some theorists argue that this code combines mathematics, astronomy, and sacred geometry, forming a blueprint so precise it transcends time. Every block, every corner, and every slope could contain clues to this hidden knowledge, a puzzle encoded in stone for generations to decode. Even today, researchers continue to uncover new patterns. Some claim that the measurements of the pyramids correlate with the Earth's dimensions or with celestial cycles. Others point out symmetries in the arrangement of interior chambers that could reflect advanced planning and an understanding of geometry far beyond what we normally associate with ancient civilizations. The deeper we look, the more it seems that the pyramids were never simply architectural feats. They were monumental statements of knowledge, precision, and cosmic awareness. The Egyptians may have left us a hidden language, a system of numbers and ratios that, if fully understood, could reveal the true genius behind these timeless structures. As we move forward in this journey, we'll begin to see the pyramids not merely as stone and sand, but as an intricate code, a mathematical message that whispers across millennia, daring us to unlock its secrets. Chapter 3. Ancient Tools or Hidden Knowledge. For generations, the story of the pyramid's construction has been told as a tale of sheer human labor, tens of thousands of workers pushing massive limestone blocks up long ramps, hauling them into place with ropes, sleds, and brute force. It's a narrative that makes sense at first glance. After all, the ancient Egyptians had manpower, and the tools we imagine seem sufficient for the job. But the more we study the pyramids, the harder it becomes to accept this explanation at face value. Even with tens of thousands of workers lifting and precisely placing millions of massive stones, some weighing more than 15 tons, would be an engineering nightmare. The alignment of each block, the precision of the angles, the symmetry across the entire structure, it all suggests more than just hard labor. Modern engineers, using cranes and modern tools, struggle to replicate the feats accomplished by the Egyptians with only copper chisels, wooden sleds, and manpower. Something doesn't add up. This is where alternative theories enter the conversation. Could there have been a system, a set of techniques, or even a knowledge lost to time that made the impossible possible? Some researchers argue that the Egyptians may have had sophisticated methods of moving and lifting massive stones, techniques intentionally hidden or forgotten over millennia. From clever counterweights to water-based lubrication systems, these ideas suggest a level of ingenuity that goes beyond brute force. Then there are more controversial theories, the ones that border on the extraordinary. Some claim that the precision of the pyramids implies the use of advanced mathematics or geometry encoded into the construction process itself. Others suggest that the builders had knowledge of tools and mechanical systems that simply didn't survive the ages. Imagine ramps so precisely angled they reduced friction dramatically, or leveling systems that ensured near-perfect alignment with celestial points. Could ancient architects have used such hidden knowledge to accomplish what seems impossible even today? Even more provocative are ideas that the pyramids may have been built using methods lost to history entirely. Some historians point to texts, carvings, and legends hinting at secret construction techniques, perhaps taught only to a select group of master builders. Others speculate that the construction encoded mathematical principles, astronomical data, and sacred geometry, so that every stone, every passage, and every chamber reflects a blueprint of knowledge far beyond what most civilizations of the time achieved. The more we examine the pyramids, the more questions arise. Were they built purely through human labor, or did the Egyptians possess a hidden understanding of engineering and physics that the world has since forgotten? Were the ramps, ropes, and levers enough? Or is it possible that a lost science guided the construction of these incredible monuments? Whatever the truth, one thing is clear. The pyramids were more than monuments. They were precision instruments of architecture, science, and perhaps even coded knowledge. And the deeper we dig, the more it seems that ancient Egyptian genius may have been far greater than we ever imagined. Chapter 4. Secrets in the Stones. Walk around the pyramids and something becomes immediately clear. These aren't just massive piles of stone. Every angle, every joint, every line seems deliberate. The more researchers study the layout, the more evidence emerges that the pyramids may have been built as more than tombs. They could be messages encoded in stone, carrying knowledge meant to last through the ages. Take the orientation, for example. The Great Pyramid's sides are aligned almost perfectly with the 4 cardinal directions: north, south, east, and west. This level of precision would be difficult even with modern instruments. Some scholars argue that the builders weren't just marking directions, they were embedding astronomical knowledge into the very foundation. Certain shafts and chambers are aligned with specific stars, including ones associated with the ancient Egyptian afterlife. It's as if the pyramids were designed to speak to the heavens. Then there's the matter of measurements. Researchers have long noted that the proportions of the pyramids are far from random. The dimensions often reflect symbolic numbers, ratios, and constants that hint at an advanced understanding of geometry and mathematics. Could each measurement, each angle, have been part of a larger code, a set of instructions woven into the architecture itself? Hieroglyphs add another layer to the mystery. Carvings and inscriptions aren't just decorative. They often encode information about rituals, mathematics, and even cosmology. Some theorists suggest that the combination of symbols and spatial design forms a kind of manual for understanding the pyramid's hidden purposes. These messages aren't written in paper or clay. They're etched into the stones, meant to last for millennia. Even the arrangement of the stones themselves raises questions. The placement of massive blocks, their precise alignment, and the slight angles in some corridors all hint at a methodical system. Could it be that each stone is a letter, a number, or a symbol in a larger code? Some researchers believe the layout of the pyramids reflects a deliberate mathematical and astronomical pattern, a blueprint of knowledge, not merely a tomb for a pharaoh. The more we study the pyramids, the more they seem like something between a monument and a message. They speak in stone, in angles, in alignment, and in ratios. Every aspect, the orientation, the geometry, the inscriptions, seems to converge on a single idea. The builders were encoding knowledge meant to endure far beyond their lifetimes. So, when we stand before these incredible structures, it's hard to see them simply as tombs. Instead, they feel alive with purpose, a silent code waiting to be read, a message from an ancient civilization that understood far more than we often give them credit for. The pyramids are not just history, they are a puzzle, a communication, a lasting testament to the genius of a people who spoke in stone. Chapter 5. Unlocking the Code. After centuries of study, speculation, and awe, the pyramids of Egypt still guard their ultimate secret. But what if, hidden within their stones, angles, and measurements, lies a code that could unlock the full genius of ancient Egyptian civilization? A system so precise, so deliberate, that it reveals not just how the pyramids were built, but why they were built, and what the pharaohs truly understood about the world around them. Some researchers suggest that this code could have served multiple purposes. The pyramids may have functioned as astronomical calendars, tracking the movement of the stars and planets with uncanny accuracy. Their shafts and chambers could have pointed toward celestial events, encoding cycles of the heavens in stone. The ancient Egyptians might have been keeping time on a scale that modern observers can barely comprehend, blending practical observation with spiritual significance. Others argue that the pyramids were monuments to sacred mathematics. The precise proportions, ratios, and alignments hint at a civilization that saw numbers as more than tools. They were symbols, languages, and even keys to understanding the universe. If the code embedded in the pyramids were fully decoded, we might uncover a lost mathematical framework, one that combines geometry, astronomy, and cosmology in a way that challenges modern assumptions about what ancient civilizations were capable of. And then there's the possibility that the pyramids are architectural masterpieces beyond our modern imagination. Each stone, each angle, each corridor may have been carefully calculated to create structures that endure millennia, resisting earthquakes, floods, and the sands of time. The code, in this sense, is not just about numbers or stars. It is a testament to human ingenuity, engineering, and the foresight of a civilization that understood balance, harmony, and precision on an epic scale. The true marvel is that the pyramids continue to speak across the ages. Every discovery, every pattern, every alignment brings us closer to understanding a civilization that was not only powerful, but profoundly intelligent. Solving the code could transform our understanding of history, revealing a society that saw the universe not as a series of random events, but as a structured, ordered system. One they mirrored in stone with stunning accuracy. Standing before the Great Pyramid, it's easy to feel small, but it's also humbling to realize that humans, thousands of years ago, created something that continues to challenge and inspire us today. The pyramids are more than monuments. They are messages. They are puzzles. They are evidence of a civilization whose genius we are only beginning to comprehend. And so, as we leave the desert sands behind, one truth remains clear. The pyramids were built with more than stone and labor. They were built with knowledge, vision, and perhaps a code so profound that even today, we are only scratching the surface. Unlocking that code is not just a journey into history. It is a journey into the human capacity for wonder, ingenuity, and the desire to reach for the stars. The pyramids still stand, silent and eternal, guarding secrets that have fascinated humanity for millennia. Every stone, every angle, every hidden pattern hints at a knowledge far beyond what we often credit to the ancient world. Whether it was a celestial calendar, sacred mathematics, or a blueprint of architectural genius, one thing is certain. The pyramids were more than monuments. They were messages, carefully encoded for those willing to look closer. And the story doesn't end here. Every discovery opens new questions. Every theory sparks new debates. The more we learn, the more we realize that history is alive, full of mysteries waiting to be unraveled. The code of the pyramids reminds us that human curiosity, ingenuity, and ambition have no limits, and that the past still has lessons to teach us if we only dare to search. If you want to journey deeper into the forgotten, the mysterious, and the unexplained, from lost civilizations to ancient secrets, then Midnight Empire is your guide. Hit subscribe, ring the notification bell, and join us as we uncover the hidden stories of history, one mystery at a time. The pyramids may hold their secrets, but together we can unlock them. Because in the world of Midnight Empire, the past is never truly gone. It's waiting for you.